What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV, and I'm gonna say this, man. I'm 31 years old, and I'm tired of like my generation, even some older generations, but my generation in particular, making it seem like always trying to down talk or degrade the younger generation on every accord and every front, right? For example, I'm in Chicago. Snow didn't hit Chicago like crazy, right? It's cold. I'm talking about it is colder than polar bear piss outside. I'm not lying. Colder than a bit of baby mama outside for real. And you got people like making content like, man, these kids ain't got no hustle. They ain't got no drive. All this snow, ain't nobody going around shoveling snow. I would have made such and such by now. I would have made such and such dollars. I made such and such dollars. These kids don't know it. They don't want to go up and get it. They don't want to get nothing now. First of all, time out. Time out. This is a new day and age. You can't just be going up to people's door, knocking on folks' door. People will shoot you. They don't know who you are, especially if you're a bigger kid and you got on apparel that I know younger kids wear now. Some urban attire type stuff. People gonna be like, well, who the hell are you? I'm not opening my door for you or nothing. They gonna be ready to shoot. You feel me? They got these ring cameras on, but people is shooting people through the door. I wouldn't be putting these kids in harm's way like that. Furthermore, boy, you will be outside frostbit as hell, having your young child outside trying to shovel some snow. Unless it is like it's necessary for your household, I wouldn't advise kids to be out here in this heat. It is 1 degree. It's like what 2 degrees outside of Chicago. It is gonna be with the wind chill. I'm sure it feels like it's negative 20 degrees outside. Seriously. The other day I stepped outside, y'all. As soon as I stepped out, it felt like icicles was in my nose. I was outside for 2 minutes. I'm waiting for the Uber Eats driver to drop the food off to me, right? And I mistimed the how far the driver was away, how far away the driver was. I go outside. I'm like, yo, I'm outside 2 minutes and it feel like icicles is forming in my nose. People's doors are freezing. Like you can't even open people's doors. People household doors, car doors. You would think kids gonna be outside really out here trying to hustle in this weather? You are out of your damn mind. I wouldn't advise no kid to be outside for real like this. You gonna come back in the house sick, pneumonia, crazy, passing around pneumonia in the household. So sometimes I be feeling like yes, I do. There are some children in this generation who deserve criticism. There are some lazy children in this generation for sure. But I want to say this too. There were lazy children in my generation. I'm 31 years old. In generations before me, there were lazy people in there. Sometimes I feel like we just be so caught up on just trying to make the younger generation feel like they just ain't nothing and they ain't ish. When I feel like it's a lot of dope things about the younger generation as well. They've learned how to monetize their abilities. Their ability to make TikTok videos, their ability to do improv, their ability to be funny and make skits, their ability to give social commentary, their ability to to draw, to do art, all that. They found ways to monetize those things and get great money to where they don't have to clock in at a 9 to 5. That's dope to me. But it's just like sometimes we be just acting like we just was just the ultimate hustlers. You can't, boy, you ask somebody in my generation, they make it seem like they were Nino Brown. They will make it seem like they were Freeway Rick Ross out here when it came to hustling and all that. And bro, no. And I know they wasn't because especially when it comes to shoveling snow, my grandmama lived on an end house. My grandmother's deceased now. My auntie lived in a house. She lived on she at an end house, the corner house at the end of the block. You know, it's a lot of snow. From one end to the front part. Nobody never came over there hardly no young kids. The next door neighbor did only because he knew my grandmother was elderly and we weren't living there sometime, right? But kids wasn't coming over there knocking and nobody in my age was coming trying to shovel the snow. Nobody was. Me and my daddy was outside shoveling the snow. Me and my father outside shoveling the snow on the end block. You know, that's who it was outside. My mama, we stayed on the end house. With my mom at one point, nobody never came to our house trying to shovel no snow. No kids my age did. So it's dudes in our generation, man, I would have made, nobody on our block was coming to shovel our snow, man. Nobody was, and it wasn't because they just knew a young man was in the house. It wasn't that. Nobody never came. Even when I was away at school, nobody came. You hear me? My mom and them was outside. My stepfather and them outside shoveling their snow. When I was at home, I'm outside shoveling the snow with my sister. So it's like all this acting like you just the ultimate hustler. You just got the hustler gene up in you, and all these young kids just lazy, bro. Knock it off. Knock it off, fam. Cut it out. And a lot of y'all talking like that don't even live in regions where snow was coming consistently enough to be talking at. You got dudes down there, and I'm disrespect. Because I went to school in the South. The South like my second home. Mississippi my second home. You got people that live in Memphis talking, I would have been made. Bro, you don't get snow enough to even say that. You don't. Mississippi people, I would have been, bro. No, you don't. You would have. You don't get snow enough to be saying that. So it just be like, bro, cut it out, man. Cut it out. Yes, there are people who had hustle and drive. Yes, there are people that was mowing lawns and raking leaves. But how society is now, I wouldn't be just suggesting people to just be knocking and going door to door to sometime in people's house, knocking at folks' door. Some of these people are crazy. You know, some of them people have PTSD from their homes being broken into. They've been attempted to be robbed and scammed and set up where they open the door for somebody and the person rush in the door with guns. They're weary of people coming to their door. They're not trying to hear you out for none of that, right? Then again, it's the temperature is so frigid outside. It's a hazard to be outside. When schools in Chicago, the Chicago public school system closed the doors for school. You know it's crazy when they shut the school down because Chicago schools don't ever get shut down. Not just because we get snow on the regular, this is our life here, it's how it goes here, but also they're a safe haven for Chicago public school systems. The schools serve as a safe haven for kids who may not have heating at home, who may not have hot meals at home. So they stay open for these kids. And the schools shut down. When Chicago schools shut down, it's something serious, man. That hawk is out there hollering, whistling, screaming outside. As the elders say, the hawk is hollering. Now that ain't no goddamn hawk. That's a dragon out there. The dragon blowing his wings out there. It's crazy. But let everybody else tell them, I would have been outside. Must be talking like they He-Man, Media Man, like they got dang. I don't know. Just be talking like they just would have just done it all. They would have just had everything all taken care of, all handled. We in my generation, we was out here, we was hustling and we was doing it. Bro, cut it out. You wasn't. A lot of y'all wasn't. And I remember because my grandmama stayed on the end block, me and my daddy going outside shoveling that snow. You hear me? Me and my daddy outside. My mama on my block. I'm outside shoveling that snow. As I should have, and I should be shoveling my grandmama's snow. I should be shoveling the snow in my house, right? But I'm saying nobody came to them doors. Nobody in my age bracket came to the doors asking to shovel. Nobody did. Nobody. And I was at my grandma's house a lot. You know, I lived at my house, so, you know, yeah, unless I was at college. I never seen it. So people got to cut all that revisionist history out and acting like the young generation just ain't good for nothing and just any opportunity to trash young folks. And again, I've criticized the younger generation too. I have. So I'm not going to act like I haven't done it on this channel. But I will never be the old head hater that just be like, oh, these young kids. Man, these young kids learn how to get to it, man. They know how to do this YouTube better than me. They know how to do a lot of this stuff better than me. My daughter know how to do that TikTok stuff to a T. You know, I'm starting to feel like we need to put you, hey, get you on it. So let's get you on it so you can monetize this. But yeah, man, kids are a lot of geniuses and they figured out how to put gaming and streaming to the next level where they sitting at the crib getting paid stacks on top of stacks. So stop the criticisms of the younger generation all the time.